All right, this is our 9th video in the answer key to the summer homework, AP Chemistry summer homework, Chapter 1, number 9. Okay, let's read the question. It's a word problem, so we kind of want to get some data down. The volume of a diamond is found to be 2.8 milliliters. I see 2.8 milliliters. Kind of a key word here is volume. Volume is 2.8 milliliters. What's the mass of the diamond in carats? Not a vegetable, it's a certain kind of carat, different kind of carat. Okay, it gives us this important information right here. 1 carat equals 0.200 grams. It gives us the density of the diamond. 3.51 grams per centimeter cubed. And it reminds us that 1 milliliter is the same thing as 1 centimeter cubed. That's some information that can be very useful. I want you to recognize the difference between data and conversion factors. If you see an equality like this, that's going to be a conversion factor usually. This is a conversion factor. But then we've got some other things. I see density, I see mass, I see volume. Those are words that show up in it. We're looking for the mass, right? And it gives us the volume, it gives us the density. So let's write it down. We're going to be dealing with the density formula. D, M, V, right? Department of Motor Vehicles. Not really. Density, mass, volume. All right, density is 3.51. Always write down your units just so we don't get confused. Grams per centimeter cubed. Okay, gives me the volume, 2.8 milliliters. Always want to check and make sure that your units match. Oh no, that's centimeters cubed. Well, we know that 1 milliliter equals 1 centimeter cubed. So we know that 2.8 milliliters also equals 2.8 centimeters cubed. Okay, we want our mass. We don't know what it is. And don't forget, we actually want our mass in carats. Okay, well, what's a carat? You know, I probably wouldn't have known if I hadn't looked at the problem. Okay, it tells me that a carat is 0.200 grams. So I'm probably going to find the mass in grams first, because that's what this equation is going to give me, because I've got density in grams per centimeter cubed. So I'm going to find grams, and then I'm going to have to convert it into carats. So this is just kind of my planning step right here. I haven't done any math. I'm just telling you what I know. We also know our formula for density. D equals M over V. If you ever forget, it's like a heart. We love density. Density is mass over volume, and it kind of makes that heart shape. The M is the top of the heart, the V is the bottom of the heart. It's just a way of remembering it. Okay, so we're going to just plug these numbers in where they belong. I see that I have density. I'm going to put 3.51. Equals, okay, so that was my density. M, I don't know M, I've got to find it, so I'm just going to leave that as M. I may as well call it X if I wanted to, but I'm going to just say M. It's still a letter. We're going to solve for it the same way we'll solve for X. And then on the bottom is my volume, 2.8 centimeters cubed, so we're just going to put 2.8. All right, and most people, the easiest way to solve this type of problem is just to assume that we have a 1 down here, and then we're going to cross multiply. So M times 1 is M. M equals 2.8 times 3.51. I just cross multiplied. That's all I'm doing here, and make sure that we're clear on that. Just taking this number and multiplying it with that number. And I'm going to take this number here and multiply it with that number. Put them on opposite sides of the equals sign, and that's called cross multiplication. If I put that in my calculator, I'm going to get 2.8 times 3.51. I get quite a few decimal places. Don't forget, you always want to round according to sig figs. Even if it doesn't say to, round according to sig figs, and you're going to just do better in chemistry. Okay? 9.828 for one thing. Sometimes it will be counted wrong, even if it doesn't say that you have to round to sig figs. It is understood that you're rounding to the correct number of sig figs in chemistry, always. Okay, unless I say that you don't have to. Okay, so that's 9.8 is how I'm going to round that. So I want two significant figures. 9.8. Don't forget to check back to see our units of density. That's going to give me the units of grams, because mass is grams, right? Problem is, that is not what the problem asked me for. The problem asked me to find the mass in carats. So I got to turn this into carats. How do we do that? Well, we're going to say 9.8 grams, and we're going to use dimensional analysis, because we have a relationship between grams and carats. So I just have to look at this. I have grams. How do I get rid of grams? You got to put grams on the bottom, so put a G down here. In this equality, what does the G go with? It goes with the number 0.200. And then on the top, I'm going to have 1 carat. And check your work. Did the grams cancel out and go away? Yes, they did. Am I left with the units that I was looking for? Yes, I am. So now we just need to crunch our numbers. See what we get. 9.8 divided by 0.200. I get 49. $49 carats. And there we have it. Hopefully that was a good review on density and dimensional analysis.